Hey, boss, you mind if I just? Oh no! Be my guest. I'm just tired of these humans going. Like, I should have brought bigger boxes. Like the one thing that would solve the whole spring heat thing with the Uma Musume chicks. Us Chaos Lords. Now I came down. Some of the Musumes were like coming at me like, "Oh, we want you," and I was like, "All right then." Go for it, Prime. Gladly. Hey, you guys, I know we're doing the whole word of Zeta shit, but we gotta talk about this. Okay, first of all, Bugsy, but you gotta understand, you're not there. Okay, they're dealing with the Unamusume chicks are like horse chicks. All right, we are Chaos Lords with boundless stamina. They're humans. Yes, I understand that, but it's like we've been existing alongside humans too. I mean, they could have just called us. You can't tell me a young chaos lord on the a young chaos lord that is of age wouldn't love to just go. Yeehaw! Hi ho silver! Oh, you can't you can't think that any of our race would want to do that shit. I know, but it's kind of sad. It's kind of sad because I listened to that. I listened to it, and I was like, "Those poor humans, man. They seem traumatized. They probably are. These freaking. It's like it's like the Monster Girl thing, you know, like when the fucking moon hits and they're like all horny and shit. A normal human can't withstand that, but a Chaos Lord totally can. But it works for you, Bugsy, because you're mostly dominant anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Oh, it totally doesn't. When a human saw me in the midst of giving one of the Umas a little bit of the old, they were like, "Oh my god!" I'm like, "Don't, there's no need to fear. Bugsy is here." I was like, I was thinking my little song. Isn't that fucking underdog parody you made a long time ago? Yeah. There's so many. There's so many horse chicks. So many Uma Musumes. So many of them. I was like, I'm going. I'm going down horse the horsewomen trail. I'm doing. I kept playing. I kept playing Heat Man's. I kept playing Hayden's Heat Man over and over again, getting more and more perverse as time went on. I felt I didn't feel myself collapse, but I felt them collapse. I was like, no, you want this love? I'll give you love. And I kept going. I kept going. I kept moving. I couldn't stop. I know if I didn't move, I was gonna get a bone. My bones were gonna break. Lately my healing factor has been really up to snuff lately because I've been, doing all these double shifts. I don't give myself time to rest unless I really gotta sleep. So I was like, and they were like, "Oh my god, who are you, sir?" I said, "I'm Bugsy. I'm a Chaos Lord. And remember, call your local Chaos Lord if ever there are troubles like this." You did not just fly off and say that shit. Oh hell yes I did. Kept the same cadence too. Bugsy, for the love of God, man, why you gotta do that? Because the motherfucker thinks he's Batman. Oh you fuckers, you motherfuckers. I can't do anything cool. It's always Bugsy Nut this, Bugsy Nut that. Nah, no. Outside of the MCU, I mean, outside of the fucking RPU, man, you guys know I'm still the shit. I'm tired. I know that there's two clones called Big and Rich, and I don't want to fucking talk about it. I got cloned, and they're fucking weird, and it's doing the order of the chaos. The chaos, you know what, and I can't say it on YouTube, but it pisses me off. But maybe I had a bunch of I had a bunch of the Umas kind of worship me a little bit. I thought you hate worship. Well, it was a different kind of worship. They were worshiping me pretty well. You know what I'm saying? I was like, ladies. Where was Obama? He was in his little desert temple / home, and he was giving it to Golden Chip. He was giving it to Golden Chip. I was like, damn. I came over and was like, Bugsy, I'll talk to you a little bit later, my homie. He's like, ah. I was like, oh shit. I was shook. Like I had to go back in the omnibus Bugsy to go fight the word of Zeta, but I just kept thinking about that last night. Like Obama was ready. Motherfucker was oiled up. I was like, I couldn't even react. I was like, my eyes were big. Y'all know how I get when I get surprised. Like the little bit of my tune like force kind of kicks in. I was like, I almost said, oh my god. And it's like, Bugsy, I'll talk to you later. And I was like, okay, dude, shit. See, any of us that ain't human, we're just ready for this shit. Like, they think it's like some sort of outbreak. Nah, homie. Unlike y'all. I mean, I'm God tier, so that there's a little bit of precedence there to that. But I think base-wise, I still held in there longer than any person should ever be. Dude, did you play the Yes I Did, Yes I Did? And you know what? I can actually do the fucking, like, Five Lords thing, with my acolytes now. Oh, but yeah, it was a wild few hours, man. And all the trainers were like, oh yes, you did it! And why are they out of asterisks? Because that's how Chaos Lord does it. Yippee-ki-yay. Because I came back like the second day. And I just said, I didn't say yippee-ki-yay, I said yippee-ki-yo, which was because you wanted to do a reference to Uncle Jimmy. Yes, I did. And I regret nothing. Nothing, you hear me? Bugsy, as much as I would love to hear more about your Uma getting down days, we still got work to do. Yep. And besides, we gotta tweak Omnibus Bugsy a little bit because I got a plan and it's gonna be fucking amazing. Yeah, I guarantee it. One of your guarantees, you already thought this through already. Well, you know how it's modeled after my fierce deity stuff? What if I was able to go a little further beyond? Bugsy, that has the Omni cannon on the thing. How powerful are you willing to go? If Germa's launching that goddamn weapon, I have to be ready. I want to beat that motherfucker up, and then I want to take his soul. Straight up. That'll be the last anybody hears of him, and I'll be like, any of you Zeta allies that go heal, Y'all get beat up. Dude, was Casey checking you out last night? She was. She fucking was. I mean, haven't really been exercising, but hey, still feels good to get checked out every once in a while. Shows that I still got it. What about Stormfront's shit? Don't worry, we're gonna get on Stormfront after this. I swear to God, we're gonna raid his ass. I'm gonna free the chipheads. I'm gonna free the chipheads, dudes. I'm gonna free them from Stormfront, but not now. We gotta do this first. Well, I looked at some of the schematics, so it does seem doable. I think we could get it done like a few hours in. You think we could get to work on that over? Yeah, I think it's feasible for us to get that down. All right, good dudes. Anyways, let's get going. And I am the Uma breeder, motherfuckers. Refer to me as such. I swear to God, Bugsy, we are not referring to you as you're the one that got down with all the horse girls. Hey, you can't blame me. All right, you can't blame me. Some of them are stacked. Okay. I did what only a good Chaos Lord would do in that situation. That's what I did. I saved the day. Me. The Chaos Lord victorious. But you're not gonna... No. That's just a reference. Because yeah, I lost a bunch of people too, but like, honestly, I'm not vain enough to think that that time owes me anything. That's the difference between me and the doctor, man. I understand he lost everything, but the moment you start thinking that the laws of time don't obey you, is the time where is the moment where you see yourself as a god and you try to do Magneto level shit. And that's something you shouldn't see. Because anybody can say that Magneto's right, but like Magneto's only like that because he has a reason to justify his hate. But you know, I talked about it on the website. We don't have to go further with that. But I'm just saying, if Magneto ever wants to get beaten down, I can give it to him, and I'll get Wanda as a bonus. A bonus for what? A bonus for me, man. A bonus for me. All right, Bugsy. Let's get to your fucking idea before you fucking put ideas in my head. Wait a minute. Would Vision watch? I wouldn't. Oh God. What if Vision did watch? Oh God. Oh. Whoa. No. And we're talking about comic book Wanda and comic book Vision. We're not talking about the MCU, folk. They kind of don't like me after the fact that I beat up T'Challa, that I beat up like half the Avengers because I called them pussy ass bitches. You don't want to know. They all got rocked by me, especially Stark. I was like, and this is before he like snapped himself away. I beat them down to we will rock you. She tried to fight me, and I was like, I just knocked her out with the old Vulcan neck pinch. I was like, you ain't even a comic book She-Hulk, so you ain't even trying to fight me for real. Because unlike you, she'd actually like put up a fight. You're just like, oh, just because you think you can get angrier more than Hulk, because you know being a woman makes you angrier. I'm like, no. We all got the same amount of anger. It just depends on what we're dealing with. Depends on proper stimuli. Duh. I'm not even a scientist anymore, and I know that shit. Anyways, let's get out of here.